Yes, we have a lot to talk about here this week. We're back at it again. Sunshine and Bubbles Potcast numero 17. Wow. We made it.
How do you say that? ¿Cómo se dice en español?
17. 17.
Wow.
En español. We're bilingual. We're getting to be.
Un poco.
Un poquito. Más o menos. Así.
Así. Al baño.
¿Dónde está? El mota.
Oh, mota.
Mota.
Oh.
There's the mota. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. How much fun.
It smells so good.
I can't believe it. I'm Bubbles.
I'm Sunshine.
And together we're Sunshine and Bubbles.
Yes, and you're the High Vibe Tribe, friends. Thanks for joining us again.
Yes.
A week just seems so long. So much happens in between now and then and now.
Honestly, it really does. Does anyone else feel like they're in the vortex of living and time is just flying by at rapid speeds? Was it always like that, or is it just the season that we're in now?
Maybe.
I don't know, because when I talk to people, when I talk to neighbors, family, friends, relatives, I feel like they're feeling the same hurriedness, the same busyness as I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a consensus.
Yeah. I think the last time I was bored when I was like 8 years old.
But it's also your vibe attracts your tribe. So I just wonder if like, because I have that energy.
Yeah.
And you also have that energy. Is that the energy we're attracting and we're allowing? Because I'm sure there are plenty of balanced, centered beauties out there that feel really present and in the moment at all times.
Goals.
And bless their heart. And they are probably heavily medicated on cannabis. That is my why for using cannabis. I think we were just talking to our bud, Pete from Green Swan Hemp Company about the whys. And I feel like him being a girl dad, that's why he used cannabis. And I could totally relate.
Yes.
Because I feel like being a canna mom and being out there in the public, and just putting it out there that, yes, I do use hemp and it's Twisted Sister occasionally when I need some more gas when I'm around my children. And it makes me a better mom, honestly.
I would agree. Takes the edge off, quiets the noise, helps you center, be present, focus on one thing at a time, and that's them.
Yes.
They deserve all your attention.
Yes. And I was also, too, before I leave my house, it's probably why I'm late everywhere I go, but I was trying to, straighten up, tidy up. I just kind of like to come home to a clean house. It's just one of my habits. Just need to allocate more time for it because I always find surprises everywhere I go.
All of a sudden you're like reorganizing your snack drawer,
yes,
right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And I'm like getting better at being like, no, this can wait for when I get home.
Right. And
I'm finished with my day's work. But as I was going around, I was noticing all of the cute, mindful hopefuls, the intentions of play with kids. And I feel like Nixon had his piano sitting there. And I looked at the piano and I was like, maybe I'm doing it wrong. I never offered to like sit at that piano with him and learn a new skill together. It was always kind of like, you want to play the piano. I will set you up for success. Here is a book for you. You watch the video and figure it out. But it all changed. And I think it's because I had that gummy right away. This morning when I was going around, I looked at the piano and I said, you want to know what? Tonight, I am sitting down with him and we will YouTube a beginner song and learn it together, sitting there, sharing that bench with that piano. Because I really feel like that's what he wanted.
Probably.
I don't think kids try to fill up your time and resources of wanting things. I think they want all your time and attention.
Agreed.
Right?
I agree.
So it was just a change in perspective for me too. A shift when I had used that of getting your hands dirty and getting right there with them on their level and doing and finding joy with that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't want to sit at a piano looking at a book or watching a video by myself, especially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
That's all the stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he loves stuffed animals. Oh my gosh. We have to get a stuffy no matter where we go. And I always just brought me yeah, exactly. That's the reaction every time.
Yes.
Like, my baby just loves his stuffies. Nebby, not so much. Like, sure, yes, she loves a good stuffed animal, but she's not like how Nixon is. He loves his stuffies. And we have a pile of them. Plentiful stuffies. But I always, and I can't say that I've not done this, but play with him with the stuffies. Yeah. You don't want to he doesn't like the stuffies just because you just set him down and look at them. I honestly think he likes playing with them. And because they're so different and you kind of can use your imagination about what their voice would sound like, how they would act or behave based upon, what some context cues there, but
it reminds me of Toy Story. Like, they all have their own little personalities.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And they pick up on all of that. So I'm trying to embrace, utilizing the medicine in which our good Lord has bestowed upon us in this wild mission that he sent us upon, and that is education and in the field, hands-on learning with plant medicine, but using that as a tool in my toolbox to be the best mom that I could be.
I agree.
And I feel like it's only when I get in my head about using cannabis or forget to use it or run out of it that I'm kind of like, shoot, you start to feel that anxiousness, that hurriedness, like kind of creep up again. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. No, I would agree. It definitely takes the edge off for me.
Yes. And it's working.
Yes.
And I loved how we were at the farmer's market the other day, and we're like, okay, we hear so often about how people are going here, there, and everywhere to get their goods, and it ain't from us. And we're over here like, hey, like, it works for us.
Yes.
I don't know.
How many times they're like, we want what you have, or you're on.
Like, your energy, your enthusiasm, like, your presence. It's what we've been saying, like, the whole time. It's no secret. Mm-hmm. And speaking of strides and our mantra today of just, being really excited and happy of how far we've come, sunshine. It really still gets me every time of like, pinch me.
Yeah.
Because we really get to do what we love with who we love for who we love every single day of our lives. And I feel like that is God's work.
Amen. Yeah, we couldn't even make this up if we tried.
He's so good. I just keep envisioning like our plan, which is like an individual flower, and his plan, which is the whole bouquet and then some, like stuff that you have never even seen or heard of before. Flowers you can't even name or don't recognize. They're all there as part of that beautiful bunch and bouquet. It's just trusting the process.
Yes.
Trust.
Persistence.
And perseverance,
baby.
Ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding.
That's the mantra for today.
Yes.
In which, by, Webster definition, do you want to read that?
Persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in
achieving.
Thank you. Achieving success.
The handwriting's a little wild. But yes, despite difficulty or delay. Mm-hmm. And I shared in the Bible about perseverance, and it just struck me. Because I feel like it's super relatable, and I'll just speak from my own experience, that sometimes you do want to throw in the towel and give up or pivot, which is perfectly fine. Maybe try something new, but I feel like trusting that intuition and that voice and having that relationship with God, who is love, by the way,
always
is really loving yourself, and then listening to songs of like, you are love, like I am love. I'm not, and then I listened to a song that said, I am God, and in that moment, I was kind of like, well, who is this guy to say he is God? I scratched my head, but then it all started weaving together. by him saying that I am God, he was saying, from my interpretation, and of course, all billion people would have a billion different interpretations, but he was saying I am love, and kind of stepping into that, because we're told we have the Holy Spirit inside of us.
Yeah.
And we should fear not, and trust the process, and persevere. And it even went as far as to say in the Bible verse, and I wish I had this with me, I believe it was in the book of James. If you ask for wisdom and advice or some kind of sign, what have you, which he will give to you generously.
Over and over again if you don't get it the first
times. Yeah, I feel like there's every day I'm kind of like, is this all? But now, I think now I'm starting to the point this year has been really, as we all grow older, wiser, I think, and I'm asking for that wisdom and really accepting it. Because it said in the Bible, if you doubt the wisdom that he gives you, or the opportunities, or what have you, the divine intervention, if you doubt it, it's not for you. Like, you're not going to get it anymore. So it's like, how many times? But with his grace and mercy and salvation, he will never give up.
It always comes full circle.
So
right?
don't give up. Persevere. No matter what. Because I feel like the moment you don't want to persevere, it's the devil trying to do his work.
Yeah, you can't sit idle.
Just one day, one foot in front of the other. Just keep on rocking in the free world. Yes. And it's all why we're here. The reason that we're born in America, in this place for freedom, to be able to blaze trails. And we're going to get into the US Hemp Roundtable, and I was talking about it with my husband, and, we had grown with Danny, and we had grown the fiber in years past for the UW-Madison for research. And this kind of all got me because our conversations with Pete at the Green Spot, which is amazing. We need to have him as a guest on our show. He's
Pete, you're on.
Yeah. Because what a delight to talk to. He's just very informed and very passionate about what he does. And he continues to show up every single day.
Yes.
And offer products that he is proud to present to his community. You could feel that from him, and I love that for him.
Yeah. That's why he's so successful.
But yeah, I just feel like, we grew the fiber, and we know we don't really have infrastructure for fiber here. Not like India does with the looms, and how they can transform that fiber into clothing, textiles, rope, other materials, building supplies, which we can make here. You can retrofit, which people are doing. So
keep persevering, friends.
Yes. Then I thought of I'm really headed down, my thought processes with the grain, because that was an option. It was either do you want to grow fiber or do you want to grow grain? And I feel like the thing with growing grain, hemp for grain, was that the flower can easily pollinate your cultivars for cannabinoids. And that's what we were mainly growing for, is for CBD, for plant medicine. And what DNA hemp, that's our business plan for cultivating the natural pharmacy. And that's why we kind of strayed away from grain. But I wonder if there is a way, you know what I mean, to have that dual crop where you're still getting the cannabinoids on top of the plant and the grain. And with all the farming here, feed it to the cows.
We're surrounded by farmers, like dairy farmers. I don't even know what other kind of farmers are around here, to be honest. But lots of them. There's fields everywhere. And why not be like a rotation crop, right? That would be good for them as well, for their fields, to remediate all the nasties from the soil and put goodness in, and feed your cattle. Why not? Yes. Or the chickens, or the sheep, or the goats. They all have endocannabinoid systems.
Yes, I don't think you can go wrong. Mix it in with the grain that they're already using. Mix it in with their corn, soy, and alfalfa. Yeah. And have it be part of the regular routine. And that, cows used to eat it back in the day. I think we had talked about this, as with the feral hemp. And then we got our cannabinoids naturally through our meats and our vegetables and everything else that was prevalent back when, before we did factory farming and all the insecticides and fertilizers and pesticides and things to mass produce food to feed the nation. Grain. I'm about it. I'm for it. I feel like that was like that excitement and that invigoration was just full circle for the Hemp Roundtable that I was able to participate in this week for the Farm Advisory Council, which is beautiful in itself for give farmers a voice.
Yeah.
Because how else? And if not me, then who? And if not now, then when? And if not why, then... So many reasons why.
Yes.
So many reasons why. I love talking about that.
That's a good nugget to pick up from there. I feel like we've been talking about that since day one. The seed. That's where the magic is.
Mm-hmm.
Amino acids, minerals, vitamins, fiber, protein.
Omegas.
You name it. You go to any smoothie store, Daily Dose, our sweet retail partner, they put it in their bowls and their smoothies. They put it all over the place.
Sprinkle that love everywhere.
Yes.
So we're eating it.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we let our animales eat it? And that's with the Hemp Roundtable. It was great to hear from generational farmers that have a heck of a lot more experience in the field than I ever had the privy to experience. That hard work and lifestyle, and it was just cool to hear from kind of. I felt like I was in it.
Yeah.
It's like, you have a voice. Yeah. And, being a female minority, it was great to be sitting at that table and represent that. But I just loved how hear from the farmers that are so used to getting crop insurance. So it's not a total loss for them. That'd be the same as hemp. You could only expect it to be the same. Mm-hmm. Also, the testing. What farmer can really kind of have the time to go through all this testing protocol and procedures through the USDA? It's insane, especially every year with every different strain. I mean, you might get some different Chinese grains that were here or some US native grains or sourced from all around the world. But if they got to test each strain every single year, and when they might be using the same seed the next year, they still have to get it tested. So that was a concern of maybe doing a 3 to 5 year limit if you're still sourcing your seed from the same cultivar, from the same seller, right? Why get it tested every single time? Every single time it's going to be the same.
Crazy. That's farmers are busy.
Yeah, you don't do that with any other crop. I just don't get it. I really just don't. Especially when we're talking about hemp that does not get you high at all. Literally, especially in grain or fiber form, it just seems silly. As to what is the rationale of having to test it when we're talking about a 0.3%. Mm-hmm. And that was the other I would say the number one obstruction for farmers out there. And they're looking to raise is that 0.3% threshold. Mm-hmm. They're pushing for 1%, but we'll take 0.6.
Yeah.
We'll take 0.5 at this point. Because we're talking about having to destroy your whole crop or paying to get it remediated through a processor, which most farmers are not going to sign up to do, which takes it out of the crop rotation. It's no good for the soil.
It's defeating the purpose.
And no one's going to want to grow it. And if you don't have farmers that actually are excited and invigorated to grow, then what do you have?
Yeah.
It doesn't plant itself. That's for sure. So I feel like working with the farmers, we're on the right track.
Yes.
And I feel like the US Hemp Roundtable really was organized. It was well put together. They had the whole board, the lineup. I just loved just listening. And that's what I plan to do is doing a lot of listening. And I know when the time will come when they need me to say something and give my opinion. But I feel like it was really kind of like a big picture for the nation because we're not just talking about in Wisconsin. We had farmers from all across the nation being represented at the US Hemp Roundtable and counting, and people, calling all farmers out there. Yeah. Sign up and please join in on the conversation because I feel like you can't leave anything left unsaid. Now is the time. Mm-hmm. And that's how telling Danny, I'm sorry, Sunshine.
No, just let it out. This is good. This is good.
But telling Danny, you know, like with grain, and he was just kind of like, well, it's hot, like fiber, like, it was hard. It was hard. Like, what do we just mow it over? You don't have a place, kind of hurts your heart. You don't have a place to go for it. So what's it all for? For the research, yes, but you'd really like to see the end product and see it through. I mean, land is a valuable resource, and if we're planting a crop just for research to mow it over, that's an acre that Farmer Pete couldn't have to feed his cows. Yeah. You know, so it's like, he's kind of like, what are you guys doing here? Like, you're messing with my age-old system. Like, but it takes that perseverance of the trailblazers out there to be able to keep on keeping on, and the ingenuity and the creative mindset and the can-do attitude. Otherwise, we're not going to go anywhere with hemp, and it's still going to be dead in the water, just like the good old Rockefellers have always wanted.
She said it. Yes.
Not today. I know we're doing our part out here on the education front.
Yes.
Trying to build the high vibe tribe, because we know we have a lot of like-minded community, and together, we are much stronger together.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Good,
but stay in your lane, right? Like, I feel like the world's problems all weren't solved overnight. I'm coming to realize that. It's really, I feel like farming is the unraveling, the slowing down, the being in tune with the land and the lunar cycles.
Trusting the process.
Traditions.
Yes.
Trusting the process. Not taking it too seriously. Working with Mother Nature instead of against her. I feel like, and using the implements and the tools. And I really like that, because as part of the meeting, they said on there that hemp would be another tool in the farmer's toolbox.
Yeah.
Which was great. I just love to hear it. So that's why, you know, it takes a leader to break the chains. Leaders, and that's coming together. I'm excited for the debut of the organization. They took it to the Capitol on September 3rd. Everyone was invited. That was part of the roundtable, to fly in and meet with legislatures and congressmen and kind of let it be known that we are making this unified voice together, and we're not going to settle for anything less. And you're going to hear it directly from the source. And there's going to be a lot of kumbaya educational moments that stem from this to make people, you know, you can't expect legislatures and congressmen to be the experts in the field.
No.
So they need to hear from them and create that unified voice.
I think that is so cool that we're writing the script as we speak. Like, what an honor, what a privilege just to have that voice.
Yes, and that's what I just told Danny, because, you know, it takes a lot out of him. You know, he bought a special implementer to plant the biomass for the CBD, and, you know, he's got a lot invested in this, and, you know, taking away from Pete's land, and, you know, sticking his, look, no, we're going to try this. This is what we're doing, like the gusto to do it. And so I feel like it's just, it takes the perseverance. And through this roundtable, I feel super empowered to use my voice and be a part of the discussion, and know that I do have a seat at the table, because we are out here in rural Wisconsin. And if anything, if not for me, then for the community. And then you start thinking of all the possibilities of the co-ops and joining together, because then it kind of banding to the price, you know, like other commodities are out there. You know, the farmer always seems to get bent over and get the bottom dollar lowest price, because they're not organized a lot of the times. And so it's cutthroat out there with these businesses. They want the cheapest product for the cheapest price, because that is their bottom line. And I feel like if you band together and create the co-op, you're going to not settle for anything less. It's going to say, nope, if you want our stuff, our sun, you're an organic premium, great water source, excellent soil, you know, maintaining this level of threshold for quality, we need to get this bottom dollar, and all of us are sticking to it. You ain't going to get it from Uncle Willie down there. He's on board too. So I feel like, you know, unifying farmers in that regard too, so we don't continue to get bent over and sock it to them, because it's just not and that's why you see so many farms going out of business, because they just keep getting dragged to the bottom dollar, and it's just not right. It ain't right.
No.
But how far we've come that we're able to plant these seeds, that we're able to do the research, that we are able to communicate together via a Zoom meeting and connect. I feel like now more than ever is the right elements, the right opportunity to be able to keep these discussions going and keep them strong in the Capitol.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What a powerful thing for the farmers to have in their toolbox. Yes. Utilize.
Utilize. And the seeds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing goes to waste. Farmers don't waste.
No.
Resources.
For the stalks, for bedding.
Mm-hmm.
To the whole plant.
Yeah.
And the whole plant is useful in everything we do, which represents the whole planet.
Ooh.
There's a lot at stake here, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Nature is demanding change and being the flux and flow and being able to pivot. And I can't help believe in all my faith, that I have, that everything is going according to plan. And I don't have fear. I don't want to participate in that fear mongering of, if you don't do this and jeez, I'm trying to kind of release those restrictions and just keep on persevering.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Holistic. Building, right now we're building this crop. And I feel like, too, for the roundtable, letting people know it exists. We want to let people know that there is a united voice for farmers, that we are out here. We want to diversify, represent rural America, so we can have greater opportunities. Instead of just corn, soy, why not hemp too? I'm just looking at my notes here.
Yeah.
Using, incorporating data that was collected from the research to kind of bring to them. And produce versatile pieces of material for farmers and the like to disseminate to the public. Because I feel like it's just grossly misunderstood is what's the holdup here. Which I feel like a lot of, plant medicine is grossly misunderstood. Supplements are very misunderstood and unregulated.
Yes.
I feel like you can put cannabis right in the category with supplements.
Yep.
It's just why would you trust that turmeric in a pill? You still don't know where that came from. Mm. And no one's regulating it either. Supplements are not regulated. Mm-mm. Neither is any other plant medicine, so I feel like getting right down to the source and knowing your farmer, and this is a great way to do it. I'm excited to network. Of course, on the first meeting, I wasn't going to be like, so,
and
tell me the ins and outs. But really, because there's farmers out there that are planting for mega biomass. Mm-hmm. They are harvesting it, they're storing it, they're shipping it to where it needs to go. They have these contracts in place. They have the farm implements. So I'm over here hey, can you help me out? And I feel like that is the spirit of it too, is to be able to help each other out and stick together, because there ain't a whole lot of us anymore out here.
I feel like cannabis in general, we talked about this yesterday, but it's a social thing, right? It brings people together. And why not? We are stronger together.
Yes. Except for the closet toker, like you
yeah,
had said.
There may be, but not very often. I feel like you get with your friends and you do your business and carry about your day.
Yeah. Burn one down and talk about all the high-vibing awesomeness that percolates from that. How awesome is that? Yeah, the advocating initiatives to get bills passed and getting the word out and make meaningful change out there. Mm-hmm. The certified seed system, having maybe a visual inspection there to reduce regulation so farmers actually want to grow. Mm-hmm. And I liked that someone had said it was a climate-smart commodity. I had that written down. I liked coming at it from, when you put it in that perspective, yes, we know that hemp can save the planet. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like having it say a climate-smart commodity just adds some kind of legitimacy to the hemp, if you will. Oh, another big, it's saying advancing plants and the American farm, grain, fiber, dual crops. The development and detriment of this industry is really because of the stigmatization. and false information, as it was used as propaganda to sell us a lie. I mean,
Reefer madness.
Reefer madness is a big crock. Turns out.
Yeah.
And now the science is proving it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, who's being held accountable for that? I feel like it set us so far back. And that's why I really a lot of times in my meditations and my coming to Jesus, I want to know what is to be learned from these lessons. And why, how did we get, what, I know that we're here, but why are we here? But not questioning it too much, because we are here. But this is a great opportunity to rewrite the script into something more beautiful, and the bouquet of flowers will be bigger and bolder and more beautiful than ever. And I can't help but think that it's happening right here, right now, today. Right as we speak, sunshine.
Yes, I feel it.
As we reach people out there that are kind of curious, that are thinking about it. I mean, there's just so many different ways to perceptualize and conceptualize hemp that is pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's just no mistaking that it's not a drug. It's just not. It doesn't, hemp especially does not get you high. Mm-hmm. And we love our sun-grown, organic goodness.
Yes. Because it not only is high in CBD, but we also have CBCA, CBDA, CBDVA, CBGA. So it's whole plant medicine. It's not just, isolated, and it's not grown indoors with a bunch of pesticides and fertilizer, and it's just the way nature planned. That's how we're growing it, at least. But there are people who are taking other routes and have astronomical amounts of, who knows? We were kind of joking, maybe you're getting high off of all the chemicals instead of what's actually in the plant. But yeah, it's the whole plant. It all matters.
Well, it's kind of crazy how we got, because it had to be underground.
Yeah.
People had to grow indoor because they couldn't grow it outside. Mm-hmm. Right? Otherwise, you're going to get yourself into some trouble.
And there's some smart people out there. They figured it out. They got it down to a science, and more power to you. And that is amazing. But it just comes down to sourcing, just like your food, straight from the farmer is the best. Here we are.
Yay! Sun-grown, organic, big, burly buds. I just seriously love it. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We call ours burly buds because we like to keep the sugar leaves, which are the little leaves that surround the buds on, because they too are covered in cannabinoids and terpenes and all the yummy goodness. So nothing goes to waste. It's so sticky too.
It's just crazy how much the narrative has been rewritten, with this indoor weed. That's not how nature intended it. Mm-hmm. It does its work all natural, and that kind of lends a hand to the perseverance that I wanted to really talk about with the perseverance of the hemp plant in and of itself. That's resilience and adaptability to be in so many different kind of grow locations outside, from sandy soil to clay, more clay positive soil. It can grow in a wide range of climates and soil types, requires minimum water and pesticides compared to many other crops. That's what makes it so attractive for people, because it is a weed. You could just let it grow. Not to mention the volunteer plants. Some of our strongest plants on the farm this season are, we call them tributes or volunteers, that came up all on their own. They came from the seeds, because things do get pollinated, cross-pollinated, and there are seeds that are in there. But seeds are good. Yeah. Stick those in the ground and grow them. You can now grow your own. And so I feel is that why that power was taken away? It was because they didn't want you to grow their own? That's why it became an undesirable trait by who? Who's writing this script? It ain't the farmer. I'll tell you what, it ain't the natural source. It became this big, weird, ugly thing, underground thing that, people are probably spraying it with God only knows what. And that's what you're smoking. Mm-hmm. And so, you can have a frosty bud. And don't get me wrong, it's pretty, it's sparkly, but are those chemicals? Like, what is that? What is the frost? Because this is all natural. This is sun-grown. This is nature just doing its very best work here. And the terpenes being expressed in different ways, just in the different climate conditions, and not to mention the water. What are people watering their stuff? What are you putting in your water? We make all organic compost teas that we would fertigate and, use to make our plants live their best life. And that was only when necessary, really, when the climate conditions weren't right?
Yeah.
So to kind of help mitigate that, but I mean, geez, I feel like if water source, people are being poisoned right now with the daily water that they drink, especially city water. Yeah, out of the tap. And then feed your plant that. Yeah. And, with it being a bioaccumulator, it's going to soak up everything that's with it. And now you're going to smoke it. Come on. So it's just really good to have that power back in your own hands. But I don't think seeds are a bad thing. I think seeds are a great thing. Whoever said that, it always used to be like the sticky, icky, icky, sticks, no seeds, no stems. Yeah, you get a bigger, more for your buck. But really, I mean, if you kind of understood the cycle of life, of growing, you need that seed. It all starts from the seed. It takes a seed, planting so many seeds. And the natural pest resistance that hemp has to add to its perseverance.
Which are the cannabinoids. That's where the CBD and the THC and all that is the plant's protection to persevere.
It's hemp's natural defenses and fast growth rate make it less susceptible to pests and diseases, which contributes to its ability to persevere in different environments.
Not to mention the fact that if it is stressed out and feels like it's going to go extinct, it can hermaphrodite?
Yes.
So you have a female plant will turn male and pollinate itself to continue to grow and carry on.
Carry on!
So this plant can just basically grow itself, right? It has for centuries, but with a little extra TLC,
anything is possible.
Astronomical.
And having perseverance in the hemp industry, I just want to say, hats off to us. Seriously, we are the wild ones out there. I know. Thank you, sunshine, for persevering and being in it to win it with me.
The looks we get sometimes.
Navigating the regulatory hurdles, all the forms and the paperwork and the extra insurance that we pay and you just get paid. I feel like you got to pay to play. What a blessing.
And censorships everywhere.
Yeah, you can't advertise anywhere. People don't even want to look at overcoming public perception. Yeah. For decades, hemp was conflated with marijuana due to its botanical classification. The industry has had to persevere in educating the public about the difference and dispelling long-term stigmas. And we're breaking the chains.
Yes.
Building the supply chain. It's re-emerging. There is no established supply chain, so good old boots on the ground, getting out there and getting some, and making those communal relationships is what made us stand out. Building is stable for processing to manufacturing. We work with the best in the business. Someone just complimented us on the testers that we use, the third-party lab testing, using reputable companies. I feel like, from seed to sale, we work with the best in the industry that we know they're handling our small batch hemp. That's how we know how it was grown, sun-grown organic, because we care. And we put a lot of love and pride in there and make sure that's what you're getting. That's what makes our products different and just as good as anything else you'll get anywhere else.
Amen. Yes.
And I believe that. Take that to the bank. And dealing with economic volatility. Thank you. Volatile, and then add the ite. The market's just super unpredictable. We've really had to fluctuate with demand, prices, and competition. We're still learning. And coming from hemp farmers, that all I really want to do is just grow hemp. Because that's what we're good at, is growing really good, beautiful, bodacious, burly buds.
But don't stop there.
Oh, we don't stop there. So we're just out here doing our best. Okay, and innovation and research, and doing a really good job participating in that. And making sure we're making the difference that we want to see in the world. New applications. With our medicine, we love to infuse everything. Yes. We got some new humdingers for the farmers market with our infusions. branching out into other botanicals. It's really been a wonderful journey with you, Sunshine.
Oh, I wouldn't trade it for the world, Bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just getting started.
And
we keep saying this, but 7 years later, we're still just getting started.
Mm-hmm. It is a beautiful thing. I absolutely love it. I feel like there's so much more to say, and there always really is. But I'm looking at the time here, Sunshine, and we're gonna have to shelf it.
That's okay.
What's the word that the kids say now? They were saying like not cork it, not. Oh, it's good to have like what? What does that mean? Like clock it. We're gonna have to clock it here right now.
Clock it and stand it.
And talk about our super sweet parslane. Do you want to just get that thing over here and plop it on my head?
Yes.
Seriously. I feel like we need to talk about it because we harvested it, and I would have never thought that this was a useful herb. I thought it was a weed. I was about to pull it, but oh no, sweet little Sunshine here. She's like... Dun, 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 dun.
You see this everywhere. It grows in cracks. It grows in like sand and gravel and all the places you wouldn't think it would grow.
Just like hemp being a wild weed that she is.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Perseverance. But geez, the powerhouse of vitamins and minerals, vitamin A and C, the minerals, antioxidants. They have omegas in there. You can eat it raw or cooked. You can saute it. We didn't make a tea with it. We weren't sure. It's like a succulent. It is a succulent, so it's mostly water. But I'm pretty sure you can make a tea with it. They compared it to like spinach. You know, put it in your salad. Put it in your smoothie. What do I do?
Oh.
Make a pesto.
The beta carotene, the precursor to vitamin A with strong antioxidant properties, melatonin, vitamin C and E. It's a powerhouse.
Yes.
For your heart, especially, it lowers your blood pressure, reduce the risk of heart disease, and potentially, since it's such a good source of calcium and magnesium, it's really good for your bone health.
It's not very flavorful, but not
That's
bad, right?
That's how you just work it right in to your routine there.
So there's a lookalike that when you pluck it, it'll be milky. That's not the one. You want the one that is not milky, more clear.
Anti-inflammatory, helps with arthritis. Just put it in your salad. Make a pesto. Eat it just as is. I don't know.
The leaves, the stems, and the flowers are all edible.
And it's good little taste. It's got like a kind of little sweetness
Are
at
we
the end.
hungry or what?
I guess. I think
That's
so.
good. I like it.
Well, it's super versatile. And it's pretty safe in moderation. Unless you eat like a ton of it. Unless you go ham. And then you might have some kidney stones. But
Yeah.
trust the process.
Less is more. Only take what you need.
Talking about a plant that perseveres no matter what. Grows. Just about any condition. Right?
Yeah.
It's out there for your usage. If you could just identify it, know what it is. Snacks. Not even garden snacks, like urban snacks.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
They said wash it. It usually does grow in like rocks and gravel and stuff, but yeah.
It's kind of like the dandelion or plantain. It's like, can't tread on me.
Plantain.
I love the roots.
It's like a little sprout. I know, you were trying to talk to me earlier with that thing on your head. I just could not take you serious.
Please take me seriously.
Portulaca oleracea?
Oleracea. Portulaca oleracea.
Portulaca oleracea.
Highly nutritious and edible.
And delicious.
So get out there and get you some. Woo! Check her out. She's awesome. We're in the weeds. We're in the weeds over here.
We'll normally flip it around. That's how it grows, right? It's like viney almost. Not viney, but I don't know. Like an octopus.
Yeah. Like a succulent.
Yes.
Just, in all those conditions, air dry conditions, it spreads out and finds its way. Just like hemp always does, and just like you always do too. You got this. You can do hard things. You can persevere.
Yes.
It's already yours. If you need wisdom, just ask generously.
And with him, all things are possible.
You are brave, you are bold, you are strong, you are fierce, you are capable, you are creative.
You are forgiven.
So get out there and get you some of nature's goodness. It's all around you. If all else, put your feet in the ground because winter is coming, folks. So I'm getting as much grounding in as I humanly possibly can.
Amen.
But I got to go. School's in session, or school is out. I'm not going to get these kids to all their skillful activities. I love you.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Love you, buds. Tune in next time.
Yay!
You
God
want to go? God bless. Ooh, I'm going to chug this.